are new to English and are trying very hard to learn this language, you must have received one very common advice. Read. Read books, read novels, read articles, read newspaper, and so on. Nothing beats reading when it comes to learning a language. But it's not easy, especially if the language is new to you. There are several challenges you face as you go along. So in today's video, we'll look at 4 things that stop you from reading. In addition, I'll suggest some very exciting and easy to read books that will help you get going. And I'll also give you reasons as what makes these books a good read. So let's get started. Hi, I'm Neha and you're watching Language Ladder. So first, let's look at the things that stop you from reading. Number 1, the language itself. Because the language is new to you, you find it difficult to understand. And if you end up picking a book which is heavy and uses language that is difficult for you to follow, you soon get bored and quit reading. Number 2, too many characters. If you pick up a novel or even a biography or an autobiography, there is a possibility that you might find a crowd in the book. Crowd, that is too many characters. And it becomes very difficult for you to keep a track of all these characters and their journey. So you get tired and you stop reading. Number 3, complicated storyline. Because you have just started reading, you want to start with simple stories with topics or issues that you can easily relate with. Number 4, absence of pictures. Now, pictures play a very important role, especially if you have just started with this journey of reading. Not just because they catch your attention, but if they are used intelligently, they add a lot of meaning or value to the text. There are times when you do not understand certain meanings or moods of the story. So that is when pictures give you clues that will help you understand the meaning, the mood, the characters and emotions depicted in the story. So to solve these problems, I have picked up 3 very exciting but simple books that will help you get going. So let's look at them one by one. So the first book or the series that I have picked up for you is by Geronimo Stilton. So there is a whole series available written by the same author. I came across this book while doing my research on children's literature. And believe you me, these books are so addictive that once you start reading one, you end up reading the entire series. And I'll tell you why. Number 1, exciting characters. So these stories are set in an island where mouse acts like humans. They are witty, sharp, intelligent, and they do things that we as humans do. And you find that very charming and adorable. Number 2, gripping stories. So most of these stories are that of adventure and mystery, and you just can't wait to find out what happens next. And these books use a lot of pictures that add meaning to the text. For example, you can see this. They also give you clues and make you think about what is to come next. Next is smart use of fonts to highlight new and important words. It's the first time that I saw a writer using fonts to highlight important words so that the reader doesn't miss any of them. Moreover, these fonts also give you hints about what these words possibly mean. And lastly, the language used in these books are very simple and easy to understand, and these stories use a lot of expressions that you can use in your everyday life. So the next book on my list is I'm Not Butter Chicken, written by Paru Anand, one of the most popular contemporary Indian writers. I came across this book in a bookstore and I was immediately drawn by the title and I picked it up. And the stories in this book are as interesting as the title itself. Here are the reasons why you should read this book. 1. It is a collection of short stories which are very interesting. Moreover, there aren't too many characters. Most of these stories have 1 or 2 important characters and it is very easy for you to follow them. Number 2, these are the stories of young adults and teens and they depict emotions or issues that most of us have faced at some point in time. So that makes this book highly relatable. And lastly, it's a collection of short stories, so you don't have to follow a particular order. You can pick up any of the stories and start reading. So the third book on my list is Persepolis, which is a graphic novel written by Marjan Satrapi. It's a brilliant book about a young girl and her family living in Iran. And let's see what makes this book a good read. Number one, it's a graphic novel, a very exciting genre, and it uses lots of pictures. This particular book uses black and white pictures, but for the first time, I personally felt that here is a book where pictures are as important as the text itself. They add so much value and meaning to the emotions, actions, and conflicts in the story. Number two, it contains dialogues in call-out boxes, so automatically the sentences are short and it's not text heavy, so which makes it very easy for the reader to follow and understand the text. And it also makes the text very fast-paced, so you do not have an opportunity to get bored. So why don't you pick up one of these books and get started with reading? And there is one more thing that you can do to make this entire process of reading more effective. I personally feel that reading is incomplete without reflecting. So do read one of these books, reflect or think about what you have read, what you have learned from it in terms of language, in terms of life lessons, and share your experiences with us in the comments below. You can also try writing a short book review of one of these. And if you are looking to improve your grammar or vocabulary, we have lots of videos on our channel. Do explore them. The links are given in the description box. And if you want us to be your learning buddy, then do subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you do not miss any of the latest videos. So that's all for now. See you again in my next video.